I'm gonna get this covered. Nah, actually, I don't care.
All right. Hello, Jasmine.
Hello, Hugo.
Hello, Andres.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Watcheando Movies. Just to give you a little background about all of us, Jasmine used to like movies like 10 years ago, and now she doesn't.
Yeah.
Andres has recently started to care about movies in the past 4 years. And I've been a film buff for about 8 years, so what I'm doing is showing them movies and trying to ignite within them a love of film. We're wrapping up our director series on Wes Anderson. We've watched Rushmore and The Royal Tenenbaums. And now, Jasmine, what movie are we watching today?
We are watching Life Aquatic of...
With Steve
Zissou.
Wonders.
Okay, wait. What's it called?
The Life Aquatic with
Okay.
Steve Zissou.
Steve Zissou. We are watching Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. The... Andy, you do it this time.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Zissou.
Zissou.
Okay.
Zissou. Don't cut any of this out.
We are watching Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Home to Team Zissou, skilled crew of deep-sea divers, adventurers, documentary filmmakers.
Action!
Led by internationally renowned oceanographer Captain Steve Zissou, expert on every aspect of marine life.
Spoilers, of course. So, The Life Aquatic is written by Wes Anderson and Noah Baumbach.
Wow.
You know who Noah Baumbach is? Andres?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I know him?
Marriage
Marriage
Story.
Story.
You mean
Yeah,
Marriage Story?
okay. That's why I know him.
Francis Ha.
And Francis Ha.
That's
yes,
right. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. I remember
which
now.
we've covered on this.
It's interesting.
We didn't cover Marriage Story, though. We
Uh,
should.
Wonderful.
We've all watched it, though, so there's no
Doesn't
point.
matter.
Yeah. Noah Baumbach, one of my favorite, actually probably my favorite director working. He's also made a lot of movies with Ben Stiller.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Connection right
Muy
there.
mugre.
This is his follow-up film to The Royal Tenenbaums. So we covered 3 films in a row.
Yep.
This is the 4th film overall. It stars Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Kate Blanchett, Angelica Houston, Willem Dafoe, and Jeff Goldblum. It premiered in LA on November 20th, 2004, and it opened on December 25th, 2004. So it opened on Christmas Day.
What? That's crazy.
I know,
How are movie theaters open on Christmas?
That's like
Now they're not even open at all.
that's an American thing, though. Right?
It's an American, it's a very American thing. Well, Christmas is an American thing, I think. No.
Well, because we do Christmas Eve, right? That's,
Yeah, we celebrate on Christmas Eve.
and then
yeah.
we don't do anything.
And we
Christmas
don't do
Day.
Christmas Day. Because I didn't know Christmas, that theaters were open on Christmas
I didn't know
for,
either
like,
until
most of
Yeah.
my life. And you said 10 years ago?
yeah. I think my brother's ex took us. We were like, what should we do? And she's like, oh, let's go to movie theaters. We're like, what?
What are you talking about?
Movie theaters are open?
It's True Grit.
And then and we thought it was gonna be empty, and there's people there. And I was like,
Oh, yeah, it's completely full on Christmas.
yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah. True Grit is such a great Christmas movie, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very cozy.
It's very cozy. Just, a guy dies at the end.
Yeah.
Um,
Tongue gets chopped off, and
What the heck?
a little girl murders her dad's
murders her dad's
killer.
killer. Yeah.
yeah. It's Christmas.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, you
It
should
is.
watch it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We might watch it. Who knows?
It's weird how Haley Steinfeld didn't do like a repeat kind of like I think performance. I don't know. Or she has
she
done
did
other
Bumblebee.
things.
Yeah, she did Bumblebee.
I've never seen Bumblebee.
That's pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah. It had a budget of $15 million. 15? 50 million. Can you guys tell?
50 teen.
$50 million.
Mm-hmm.
And a worldwide gross of $34.8 million.
Nice.
So it was a box office bomb.
Great.
It was nominated for an Art Directors Guild Award for it was like a really long title. It was like Best Production Design or something. Excellence in Production Design.
Sure.
And it won Costume Design Guild Award.
Interesting. Okay.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 56%, and an audience score of 82%. So
Okay.
50 Rotten is the only rotten Wes Anderson movie. Also, the only rotten Noah Baumbach movie. The critics' consensus says, much like the titular oceanographer, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou Steve Zissou's overt irony may come off as smug and artificial, but for fans of Wes Anderson's unique brand of whimsy, it might be worth the dive. So I saw this movie for the first time when I was 17. It was on Netflix, and I was like, okay, might as well. I was depressed as shit at the time.
Sure.
And I remember liking it. I remember not loving it. And I thought, I was like,
Throw it in.
it was I think it was my least favorite Wes Anderson film. And rewatching it again, I liked it a lot more, but I would still say it's my least favorite Wes Anderson film. But I still like it. That being said, what did you guys expect from this?
I expected to kind of like it, but I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
You loved it.
No. Yeah, this is my least favorite Wes
Oh,
Anderson
really?
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, what were you expecting out of this?
Yeah, after watching 2 Wes Anderson movies that I really loved, I was like, all right, this
All
man
right,
can't do
Life
no wrong.
Aquatic, here we go. Yeah.
And then I didn't like it.
That's interesting. I thought at least one of you guys would like it. I thought Jasmine was liking it when we were watching it.
I was not paying attention. That's what I said. I lied to you. I sat behind you so I could be on my phone.
But you were going like, oh.
Yeah, 'cause I'm such a good actress. Actually, it was okay. I didn't love it.
I don't think this is a bad movie. You know what? I maybe not like it is it's going too far.
We have
It's
lukewarm feelings about it.
It's just I was expecting so much after these 2 other movies that I absolutely loved,
Right.
and then not loving this one
Yeah.
was a bit of a disappointment. But I still had an okay time.
Right.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah,
I think maybe that's why I think I agree with Andy. It's okay.
Yeah.
it's okay.
I will say.
And I was not expecting okay.
Yeah, I was expecting to love
expecting
it.
greatness.
Yeah,
I will say this. After I watched it, I couldn't remember most of it. Like years later,
Nice.
I couldn't remember most of it. But like years later, I could still. I haven't seen Moonrise Kingdom in a while, but I can still remember like a lot of it.
Yeah.
And this one, it's just sort of like faded away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? This was featured on a Watch Mojo list.
What?
It was like one of the earlier ones I watched.
But like,
It was 2013. It was like top 10 most underrated films,
huh.
and this one was number 1.
Huh.
And I remember watching that. I watched a lot of movies from that I've never saw. I never watched Life Aquatic until years later, but yeah, I'll say it's fine. It's entertaining. I'd say that.
It's probably perfectly rated, not underrated whatsoever.
Yeah.
You think so? Oh, well, now it's like a lot of people love this movie, man.
I know. I read
Um,
that it has like a cult following
Yeah,
or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know.
It entered the Criterion Collection. Isn't the Criterion Collection?
Interesting.
All of Wes Anderson movies are in the Criterion
That's
Collection.
great. That's great. Good for
Yeah,
him.
there are more Wes Anderson movies in the Criterion Collection than there are from black filmmakers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, is there a lot of black filmmakers?
Whoa, Chad.
No, but I'm just saying, like, there's probably a disproportionate.
No, this is a lot.
Is there?
It's just that the people who are like in charge of Criterion,
Are racist?
they're kind of.
Dang.
I remember there was this one thing where they're like, "Hey, you should put this film by a black woman in the Criterion," and the guy never heard of her, and then he never watched it.
Oh wow.
He
Nice.
just never
Nice.
put it in. There's a big New York Times story about it. There's a few, but not.
A significantly amount of like, it's really like white filmmakers, and then black, and then everything else would just be other.
Yeah. I don't
Like
think
as
there's
a
any
slice.
Native American
No.
filmmakers there. Anyways, yeah. So you guys didn't like it.
No.
That was my good
Eh,
reaction.
it was
It's okay.
I didn't. I don't
It's
think.
okay.
I don't know.
So what part of it didn't you like?
Let me tell you. The writing.
The writing.
I was bored.
You were bored?
I was bored watching this.
So you guys didn't care about any of the characters or anything like that?
Not really.
Yeah.
Once the pirates came up, I was like, "Oh, okay.
That's-
It's gonna turn around. I'm gonna love it." I didn't.
Right.
It was still kind of
Yeah.
But that was it picked up a little bit. Like I was really bored before that, and then it kind of picked up.
I think like when we were talking about the Royal Tenenbaums, like there's kind of like an unlikable character, but he has a redemption arc, and you're kind of rooting for him, right? You want him to mend his relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with this one, I was like, I don't like this guy's kind of just like a loser.
I really did not like Steve. Yeah.
And
like,
I was like,
boom.
I don't care if he succeeds or not. I don't like his character.
I specifically didn't want him to succeed because of how much I didn't like him.
I don't think he was a horrible person, but I just was like, no. You know,
He's not a bad person, but he's very
Unlikable.
yeah.
selfish.
At first, it was kind of like in a pitiful way where I kind of felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Right.
But as it kept going on, it was like he has the line where he says something like he thinks people think he's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
No, he read the chapter and he came off like as an asshole or something. He's like, oh, but maybe that is who I am. But yeah, that is who you are.
Yeah.
That absolutely is.
So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't care for him as a person. I was like, I don't care about you, guy.
Was there anything you guys did like about this?
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Willem Dafoe?
Willem?
William? I think his real name's William, but
He
his stage
prefers
name is
Willem.
Willem.
Nice.
I guess Jeff Goldblum too, but mainly
Goldblum.
William Dafoe. I think he's the one. He basically I would pay attention when he was on screen
Yeah.
because I liked his scenes.
Yeah. He's an interesting character.
Yeah, and
Got a
I
good
think he was
accent.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the other
I-
thing I didn't like.
Owen
Go
Wilson's accent?
Owen Wilson's accent. He's Southern. He's Texan.
He doesn't have to do an accent. Right?
And it's not even. I'm sorry. That's
It's
not
like-
a good accent.
It's very inconsistent, too.
Yes.
It's like sometimes he has it and sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh god, no.
Yeah.
We're going to say?
I really like the special effects on this.
Oh, yeah. The stop motion stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people love about it. That's why people love it. It's the stop
Yeah,
motion.
for that
stuff.
alone, it's great. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. I love that. But it's not enough for me to be like, I want to rewatch this. At least not right now. Maybe give it some time.
This is my other thing I didn't like, and that's not sorry the graphics. It's just why do they have to have like these whimsical like not fairy tale but like made up sea animals? Like what's the purpose, right? It's like the sugar crabs and the Crayola or rainbow
Crayola
seahorse and the jaguar shark. And I was like, huh?
Huh?
What?
It's so
Is this fantasy or is this real? I don't know. I didn't see the purpose of it, the sea animals being fictional.
See, I thought you would have liked that because you said you liked the whimsy in
I
I
it.
thought it really fit his style, like of that whimsical fairy tale thing he got going
I don't know.
on.
Maybe it's because he usually never goes. It's whimsical, but still within
Reality?
reality.
Okay.
So this one was too far out there.
It was
I-
like I don't know. I think it just threw me off
Mm-hmm.
because I thought it was like an act. I don't know, not actual, but like, and most of his movies there seems to be like tangible, real world things, right?
Right.
So I guess I wasn't expecting it to be like, I don't know, what's a good example of like, okay, so like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right?
Yeah.
That seemed real, even though it clearly wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I couldn't be convinced of that.
Yeah, I could say.
I was like, because I was like,
Huh.
I don't feel like the world was framed as a potential. Sorry, I don't feel like the world was framed with the potential that there's these not fictitious characters, but it seems fictitious.
Right.
So when they first screened his documentary, I thought, oh, people are not gonna like him because they think
It's fake,
it's fake,
but it's real.
but they're real. And I was like, oh, whatever.
Whatever.
I don't know. I didn't get it.
So I think maybe because like I knew that it was stop motion. There's a lot of stop motion that didn't really like affect me. I was expecting to see more of it.
I would have definitely liked to see more of it since that was the best part.
Did you guys have? I'm gonna give you an option to either name a favorite scene or a least favorite scene.
I do have a favorite scene, and it's when Steve walks in on Ned and that reporter lady. Esther finished doing stuff or whatever, and he gets mad, and then they ask to speak alone, and then you see them walking through the ship, and you see all the rooms connected, and the camera's just following them.
Right.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Favorite scene? Trying to think. I think I liked the scene where I don't remember where they went to I think they're gonna save like the banker or whatever, and then Bill Murray's character opens the door and Jeff Goldblum's playing cards.
Stephen, are you rescuing me? Fold.
Fold, and then the guy just shoots him.
Yeah. I thought Jeff Goldblum died right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought too. And then he's walking. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, that was a fun scene.
They killed his whole crew and
I
everything.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah.
Least favorite?
Oh,
I don't know.
Least favorite? No. Did you have a least favorite?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'll say my favorite is when they're tied up by the pirates, and then Bill Murray like
Bites
escapes
it
and
off.
then starts shooting everybody.
Steve. What are
I
you going
said, get your ass the hell off of my boat!
Yeah, that's a
I
good
thought it
fun
was-
scene.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I wasn't
Really
expecting it.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
As well, yeah. And it goes from like blue, like the whole thing is like tinted blue, and then it goes into real colors.
Yeah.
You know what's wild about this movie? And okay, maybe we'll get into it a little later, maybe. But compared to the Royal Tenenbaums, especially, this film isn't as colorful. It's like the colors are more muted, more real, because like the saturation is not all the way up like in the Royal
okay.
Tenenbaums. Yeah. Would you agree with that?
I think probably I would say definitely like the later, the second half of the movie. But I think the like the second half I'd say is a lot more muted, but I think the beginning is still pretty colorful and
Mhm.
whimsical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think this is like, let's just get into the breakdown and just talk about the writing.
Yeah.
But I think this is like not a plot heavy movie or not even a character heavy movie.
No.
I think this is like Wes Anderson having fun
Yeah.
with it, like just like what he thought would be fun.
You know what? I see a lot of similar beats to this one as in the Grand Budapest.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
I think I do think it's like the plot's a lot looser, but I can kind of see the like going somewhere to find something, right? Or running away from something.
Mm-hmm.
While the
And
guy's
then-
taking someone under his wing.
Yeah. And then the chase scenes and kind of running away from the bad guys and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of in the same tone as the Grand Budapest, but I just didn't care about about them succeeding.
Yeah. Do you care much about like their relationship of Bill Murray and Owen Wilson
No, because it seems very one directional.
in terms of like?
It seemed like Owen Wilson was seeking something
Mhm.
personal and authentic. And I was never convinced that Bill Murray's character was.
Yeah, he was just doing it for the film.
He was either doing it for the film or because it made him feel like he was being a good person.
Right.
It was like feeding his ego, but not out of genuine generosity. Maybe towards the end, like when he died, I think.
Yeah, that's when they realize that they actually do like each other. Well, there's they have the whole almost a love triangle, but not really because she doesn't really care for Bill Murray.
Yeah.
With Kate Blanchett. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, the romance was weird in this one.
Yeah.
It wasn't believable.
Right, like you didn't believe that Kate Blanchett and Owen Wilson.
Yeah, I did, but I did
Mhm.
believe that like Bill Murray and Angelica Houston's had a strained but still
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
not loving, but I guess caring relationship.
yeah.
That one seemed believable, but I don't know if they just didn't have the chemistry, like Owen Wilson and
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett, or if Kate Blanchett was just a fling for them. I don't know.
Right. I think it's like a lot of it like happens kind of in the background.
Yeah,
Where it's like, it's really subtle moments, like when he's like, "Oh, can I listen to you read?" And that's supposed to be romantic, but like it doesn't feel that romantic.
yeah.
Yeah, it feels more like he's a kid. Like in that moment, it feels like he's looking for a mother figure.
Because he seems like a very naive
Yeah.
character, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he left all his life savings or whatever. I don't know what the hell he did.
Oh, into the film, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. I
Yeah.
felt bad for his character.
And he dies.
I know.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. He didn't deserve to die. I
No,
don't know.
not at all. Oh my god. It was like,
And it was so out of nowhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't know. Okay.
Andres, do you have anything about the writing?
I felt like the movie was jumping around with what it wanted to do at times, and I didn't like that.
In what way?
Like, it felt like at first it was not trying to be a serious documentary, but like it was a documentary kind of movie. And then I feel like the pirate thing was a huge like off path. Like we went a completely different direction, and then it turned into like this weird actiony thing.
Yeah,
and it was completely different. I didn't like that. I don't know. I thought it was weird.
You thought it should have stayed with one.
No, maybe I don't know. If it was the actiony one, maybe it would have been better. Because I didn't like the first part where it was just a documentary. I was bored.
Like if it was just Wes Anderson making an action film.
Yeah, that might have been funner. Yeah,
Yeah.
I might like that more. But with what we got right now, I don't know. It felt like it didn't flow naturally, and I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Jasmine said like it felt longer than it actually was.
It was 2 hours long.
It's 2 hours long.
I
It
think
was
this is
pretty
the
long.
longest Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, I think so.
And it just didn't hit right. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like it takes like an hour for the pirates, right?
It takes, it's towards the end, I think.
Towards the end?
I think the pirate stuff might be like the last. Oh, wait, is it? What happens after the pirates? Owen Wilson dies, right?
Yeah, that's when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say, it happens relatively close to the last part of the second act. Yeah. Well, did you at least find the mission to rescue them fun?
Yeah, like the pirate part was the best part.
Right.
I just felt like it didn't flow naturally, and I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's talk about the acting, I guess.
Bill Murray's sick.
This is the only Wes Anderson movie where Bill Murray's the lead.
Wow. Interesting.
What a waste.
Kind of. Yeah. I mean, he was fine. I think you had mentioned with the Royal Tenenbaums, he plays like a very specific kind of role, right? The kind of like a charming asshole kind of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what he did. So he did that fine. Again, I think Owen Wilson would have been significantly better
Without an accent?
I just
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah.
And just say he's from Texas.
And I wasn't sold in his story because his accent just didn't seem.
Well, I see.
Well.
I see.
Yeah. It was just off, and I was like, no, I don't like it. And then all right, just Willem Dafoe's was just I loved his lines; they were funny.
You couldn't recognize Kate Blanchett.
I couldn't. She looked so young.
She looks so young. Did you recognize Kate Blanchett? Do you know her? You do from Thor Ragnarok. Yeah,
She looks a lot softer
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
She looks more. Yeah, she's got no wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing a weird accent too.
It's like more like a proper kind of
English, but it's also like really high pitched.
Yeah.
Her voice is not
She's
that
low.
high-pitched.
She speaks low.
It's
know.
like
I was just fine,
Yeah.
but I didn't mind it. But
yeah.
I-
I think it's supposed to make her look adorable.
no.
No.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
There's some weird storylines there. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of all over the place.
Yeah. This also has what's his name? The guy with the turban.
I don't know his name.
I should probably have to check his name.
I don't know, and I've never seen him. I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
He was one of the hotel people at the Grand Budapest Hotel.
I don't know who he was.
Yeah, the one from whatever.
No.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Angelica Houston. He worked with her in Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
Is the last film they worked together with? Who knows why?
She doesn't really act a whole lot anymore.
No, I think she's like semi-retired.
Yeah.
Also, the first film with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was cool. I liked his character a lot.
Yeah, kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not really. Like,
They just had this animosity towards each other, right?
Right. Yeah.
like I feel like it was very like mostly Steve though. It was his fault. It was like that. While Jeff Goldblum was just kind of like talking about his life, it just happened to be better, and then Steve was getting mad at him for it.
Well, didn't he steal his woman too?
Yeah.
But
well,
Steve
he
was
was
like-
part gay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I hear everyone is.
You know, Steph Jeff
I
Goldblum goes, it wasn't all my fault. I was part gay. I'm part gay.
Oh my god. I missed that part. Was it when they're in the award ceremony?
No, it was when they were in the
The submarine? Or the
yeah,
boat?
the boat.
When he's
yeah.
like, we're not good husbands.
We weren't good husbands.
Yeah, yeah.
But it wasn't all my fault. I'm part gay.
Okay.
That was a funny line.
His name is Waris shit. Aluwalia. Yeah. He works with Wes Anderson a lot. He's more always like an extra than a prominent character. Yeah. Oh, and then the dad from Rushmore's in this. Is he?
No, that was in the Royal Tenenbaums. Wasn't
Oh,
he the
he's
doctor?
Esteban apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he was in the Royal Tenenbaums, yes. I guess he died.
In IRL?
What?
Yeah, he died in 2019.
Aw.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He died in the Life Aquatic as well. Did you guys ever believe that he cared much about his friend dying?
I don't know. Yeah. It seems real enough.
I thought that
He killed him. He's the one who shot him with a gun.
no.
Oh.
I thought it was gonna be a big reveal at the end that the shark is real, but it's very docile and it doesn't attack people. And then we realized that Steve killed his friend and was trying to pin it on the shark.
Yeah.
I thought that's what I was leading up to.
I thought he panicked and then like with that whatever, I don't know what kind of.
The harpoon gun?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought he like shot him.
Nothing comes up on that.
Yeah.
And like the tiger shark is so, what did you say? Like that's
It's a jaguar shark.
satisfying?
No. And I think that's
Yeah.
what that scene's supposed to be, right? When everybody's like touching him.
When he's crying. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah. That's acting. Cinematography?
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It's very it has a
It's
very
very
like
Wes Anderson.
that has very like lateral kind of movement, right? When they're like going through the ships and then
Mhm.
up like
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
it, horizontal, vertical?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
directional things.
We talked about the slow stop motion a bit.
Yeah, I did not know that was stop motion. But now I know. I kind of felt like they looked weird, but I don't know why. But that's because it was an older movie.
There's that one scene where he's like, "Let me tell you about my boat," and then it goes up.
Cuts
and,
and-
yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Looks neat.
All right.
Cool colors. I really like the uniform with the red hat.
Oh, right.
Lots of cool colors. Then the submarine's yellow. That looks
Yeah.
cool.
And the chopper's also yellow.
Yeah. And then when they're underwater, the colors are really cool. They really do pop.
Yeah, it's more colorful than when they're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's on purpose.
Yeah.
I think they should have spent more time underwater.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the coolest parts.
Well, they couldn't afford it. No. Yeah. Would you say this is the best looking Wes Anderson film?
No.
I don't know.
The Grand Budapest?
Yes.
All right.
For me,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Like this one has a really cool style because of that stop motion, though, and I really like that.
Yeah. Let's talk-
Potentially best looking.
the music?
I don't remember it.
I remember that one crewmate who's always playing his guitar.
Oh, yeah, David Bowie. A lot of David Bowie songs. Are you familiar with David Bowie?
No.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's a star, man. You know?
Mhm.
Or they play that one, Paging Mr. Tom?
I don't know.
Space Odyssey. And it goes 5, 4, 3. You know, and then that's what he's playing while the pirates are in the background, coming up very slowly.
That part was cool.
That part was funny.
Yeah.
The score for this isn't. It's very how do I say this? It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys probably didn't notice it, but it's like bong 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 bong. You know, like sort of like when you mess around like in GarageBand, and it's like very simplistic and it's very like old computer soundy, and it's not very usual like Wes Anderson music. It's not like the Grand Budapest, you know, and it doesn't have like an amazing soundtrack like Royal Tenenbaums or Rushmore. It's more like subtler, I guess, but still very stylized. Anyways, that's that editing.
That's all I have to say.
I think that like. So is editing what's that thing called when you break the screen, or what's it called?
Breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah, that's kind of like, was that, or it's because of a documentary? Never mind. Okay, never mind.
Because of what?
It's a documentary,
documentary,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's not actually breaking.
I think the fanciest okay, obviously is a stop motion can fall under editing.
Special effects, sure. Let's just
Sure.
say.
Yeah.
I feel like in the ocean stuff, it seemed it had like very like neon kind of,
Mm-hmm.
like UV lighting kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that boat scene, right? Has to be some sort of. I guess the dolphins and the turtles. I don't know what the hell they're like, the intel animals. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that editing?
No.
Well, and then editing, I don't think I noticed too much then.
All right. And directing.
So, oh wait, one thing I did notice, right? There's when they're showing us the documentary, there's those curtains on the sides, and then they kind of disappear at one point. I don't remember. And then I think this is the only one so far I've seen that doesn't necessarily have a
storybook.
Yeah, or like some sort of
Chapters.
Dividing chapters.
Yeah.
Is that why it's your least favorite?
I don't know, but
Maybe those chapters were really important.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To structure himself.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the directing? Well directed?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He set out what he wanted to do, huh?
Yeah.
Negatives, what would you change?
I would have made Steve more likable.
Yeah?
I don't know. Or maybe it made him not succeed, at least. I'd have been more satisfied with a failure than some. I don't know. I don't know why, but I feel like I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, if there was chapters, and then maybe it wouldn't have felt so jarring how the pirates just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Maybe that is what I want. It's just chapters in all his movies.
Yeah. He needs a
He
breaker.
needs that. He needs it to happen. Just add the chapters. I still don't think I would have loved it, but
This would have worked. Oh, it's because they went for the documentary angle. And that's like their frame as a documentary.
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so that's what you guys would change. So I guess thumbs up, thumbs down.
Like
It's a
right in the
hard
middle.
one.
Is that an option?
No.
A reluctant down.
Wow. Let me think about this. I would give it a reluctant up.
Up. Yeah.
It's very tentative. It could easily be swayed.
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. I thought it was enjoyable for what it was. I probably won't remember it. It's not like the most like it's not the one that's like left
I'll just
a lot of
remember it
imprint on
as
me.
my least favorite Wes Anderson movie.
Oh, nice. And you've only seen 5.
Yeah, I think I just need the cartoons or the animated ones.
And you need the Darjeeling Limited.
Oh yeah.
And also Bottle Rocket.
Well, I guess I've seen half. That's more than from other directors, I guess.
Yeah. So that's our series on Wes Anderson. Ending it on a low note, I guess.
This should have been the first one, and then we will watch the other ones later.
And been like, yes,
Like, oh yes,
this is our guy.
he does make great movies.
I'm doing a time thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. And why am I not doing the Grand Budapest, you say?
because we
You
talked
were-
about that. Go
'cause we
find
already
that
talked about-
episode.
Yeah. It's
It's
there.
our
It's
third
available.
episode, right?
That's
You know
our third
what?
Episode, yeah.
Also, though, it's hard to follow up your best movie. So
I
maybe it was
mean,
best that his next movie would be his worst. So that way people aren't going to compare it to his best movies anymore. They'll just be like, oh, at least it wasn't as bad as that water one, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm really looking forward to the Dispatcher. Is that what it's called?
The French Dispatch.
Yeah.
That was supposed to come out in July of this
Yeah.
year. Well,
Crazy.
I was so excited for it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Looks good.
Yeah. So Jasmine, what would you say is your favorite Wes Anderson movie?
Probably still the Grand Budapest.
Wow. And this
The Royal Tennis Balls.
Tennis Balls, yes, my favorite as well. Royal Tenenbaums. What do you think about Wes Anderson overall?
Overall, I think I enjoy his writing and directing style a lot more than
David
David
Fincher.
Fincher.
David Fincher's
And
not
I
writing.
don't like, and not that I just like David Fincher. I just had a lot more hit or misses with him.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the subject matter. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, there's movies of him that I definitely do like.
Yeah, like The Social Network
And Gone Girl I really
Gone Girl.
enjoyed. It's probably one of my favorite ones we've seen so far.
For the podcast in general?
Yeah, I think that one was very fun.
Yeah.
I really liked
fun,
that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I don't. There's more of his that I didn't like.
So, is Wes Anderson one of your favorite directors now?
Sure,
All right.
I guess.
And this, what do you think about Wes Anderson now?
I think he might be my second favorite director. I still want to see the rest of his movies,
Yeah.
but I think so.
Who's your first?
The guy who makes those sad movies. I'm thinking of ending
No,
things.
Oh, Charlie Kaufman?
That's
yeah.
his name. He's my favorite right now.
Who's your favorite?
Have you only seen 2 of these movies? How many
I
movies does he
saw.
have?
I'm thinking of ending things.
Anomalisa
Anomalisa.
and Synecdoche, New York?
I have not seen Synecdoche, New York yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure if I watch it right now, I'm gonna die.
Oh wow.
I'm extremely depressed.
That's the perfect time to watch it.
I don't know, but can I handle it? I couldn't handle this one. Not this one. The other one.
Tennis balls?
Yeah, I couldn't handle that. So I don't know. We'll see.
So that's our discussion on Life Aquatic. That's our series on Wes Anderson. We're going to be talking about the Santa Claus trilogy for our Christmas episode. I decided not to do a whole month for a theme,
Sure.
and instead just do one episode and just get that out of the way. You know, we still do the theme, but it's not as
It's gonna be a Christmas special.
over. It's going to be a Christmas special. Yeah. What
Okay.
are we going to do next year if it lives for that
Let's
long?
do a female director.
What? Next year?
You mean for Christmas?
No, like January or whatever.
Oh,
Or do you
well,
already
I
have
was
something?
planning.
Google's got
I was
plans.
planning Guillermo del Toro.
Oh,
Yeah,
fine.
no
I
females
love him.
here.
No females. Yes, I'm aware that I'm only picking male directors so far.
Yeah, there you go.
This is what I'm worried about. Is like people are gonna if people listen to it, people are gonna complain.
I mean, we have a Hispanic man.
We're Hispanic. That's our excuse.
I mean, we
I
have
can't- I can't
there's
be-
a little bit of diversity
Can't be
with that
sexist
guy.
of Hispanic.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro is the next up.
Oh, I think I really like Guillermo del Toro too.
Yeah. So that's it. Thanks for listening.